Peace to a normal human being who use their brains, right? To people who think, people who actually question things, people who wants to know the truth. Not to the people who their forefathers told them they're going to heaven and everyone else is going to hell. Not to the people that think they're already saved, okay? And they actually 100% sure they're saved and the prophet is going to take them out of hell. All this nonsense they believe in, right? I'm actually talking to the people who think, right? To the people who use their brains. Like in the Quran, that's what Allah said, right? To the people who wants to know what's in the Quran, right? What's in it, okay? They don't take their deen and their everything from clerics and their masters and all that. Those people I'm not talking to. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone, right? I want to talk to people who think, who debate, who show me where I'm wrong, show me if I'm lying, show me things like that. That's what I like. Because if I'm lying, then your books are lying, right? Your books are lying, not me, right? Don't accuse me I'm lying, okay? It's your books, because I'm only saying what's in your books, right? So, this is I don't care if you're Christian, a Jew, non-believer, atheist, ex-Muslim, people who follow, I don't care who listens, I don't really care, right? But, I'm tired of stupid comments, right? So, let's go, next thing, right? Alright, we're going to talk about the salat, right? Not salat, right? Because, well, they're Sunni salat, right? Which is praying. We're going to talk about praying, right? Not salat, is a praying, right? So, it's very important, right? To pray in a mosque. Very important, right? And it's especially the Friday prayer, right? Friday prayer, you have to, right? If you miss it, anyway, I'll come to that. But then again, let's see a short video about Imam Malik, right? Imam Malik is one of the best clerics out there. And his book is called Al-Muwatta, okay? He was born in 93 Hijrah. He was never married, right? His full name is Malik ibn Anas, right? And I said his book is the Muwatta. And this guy, he actually got a book that like my country, Algeria, follow, and other, like North Africa, follow, right? And then you have like Egypt following someone else and that. But the whole North Africa, I think all North Africa, follow this Imam. He's got a book, all the Fatawi, right? He's supposed to be very knowledgeable, so we follow him, right? We follow his book, right? To the letter, right? That's the ideology from this book, right? And there's 3 other Imams that they have books as well. Although I can say there's only 3 of them, because the 4th one is not really, he doesn't really have a book. Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you a bit of information that I'm ignorant to, basically. I don't know these things. Let's listen a bit of this, yeah, about Imam Malik, yeah?
The story begins like this. Imam Malik was about 9 or 10 years old. He was a cheeky little boy when he was a child. And he didn't listen to his parents much. They had a bit of a hard time with him. He had pigeons and he used to herd pigeons. That's what he used to do as a child. When he was sitting at the dinner table, his father tested his children with a fiqh question, understanding of the laws. Malik didn't know the answer, but his older brother knew the answer quickly.
Okay. Now listening to the story, right? This guy was born in 93 Hijri, right? I think 729 Miladi, yeah? This is 93 after Prophet Muhammad moved from Mecca to Medina, right? So that is like, wow, about at least, right? Almost 1400 years, right? Almost.
His father said to Malik, the pigeons distracted you from knowing knowledge. And this struck Imam Malik right in the heart as a child. It angered him. It angered him to make a decision. Not to fight with his brother or to get jealous. The anger was the motivation. The other aspect was that his mother, when she saw that he was angry, she took him and made him take a shower. Then she dressed him with a really...
Listening to that, yeah? It's not me, it's them. It's them, all right? You actually, look at these details, all right? That she made him go to the shower, and they always start at the age of 10, 9, 10. Just like a Bukhari, he was 9 when he was blind, 10. He was blind, and then next day he could see, you know what I'm saying? All this is how really give these people, like, they're not normal people, you see. They're not, they don't see them as normal people, okay? And I used to believe in that as well. Look at the details. I mean, this guy was born 1400 years ago, and these details on this stories, right? Who wrote this down? Because he didn't write his book, yeah? You know, the Muwatta, he's never written it, right? It's not him who wrote the Muwatta, right? People be after him. So, you see these details here in his house, having a shower. Okay, let's carry on.
And she put perfume on him, and she made him look really well-groomed, presentable, in the highest esteem. And she said to him, I'm going to take you to learn knowledge behind the Imams in Medina. He said, but mother, I want to become a singer. He had a nice voice. But his mother was very smart and wise, and said to him, son, you know, singing is not just about the voice. Singing comes with good looks, and you don't have it. You don't have good looks. You don't have it. You don't have what it takes.
Imagine a mother, well, she's trying to be smart. Imagine a mother saying that to her kid. Just imagine. Just imagine all these details. Remember the details. Who, where, who wrote this down? I mean, who? His mother told him, or I don't know. Imam Malik said about it. See, it's really like, because he did not write anything. Okay, bear in mind, this Imam Malik did not write anything. There isn't a scripture with his own writing that exists today, right? But that's not our subject, right? I just want to give you a little bit of this Imam Malik, yeah? Right? I'm not saying he's good or bad, I'm not saying nothing, because he did not write anything. So if he did not write anything, right, I can't accuse him of anything. Do you understand? I can't accuse him of anything. I'm not saying he's bad or good, or I'm not judging him here, yeah? Because I don't know if this guy existed in the first place, you see what I'm saying? Or this guy, all this crap has been made up on his name. So we're not sure because there's no evidence, okay? But I want to talk to you about the Salat Jumu'ah, all right? All right. So when I was a kid, all right, following the book of, Al-Madhab Al-Maliki, yeah? So we used to hear a lot of things. We used to have a lot of hadiths, all right, telling us about it, all right? Now, we have a lot of hadiths that we go by, right? One of them is Rawahu Muslim, Sahih. رقم 1066 1066 عن أبو هريرة أتى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم رجل أعمى فقال يا رسول الله ليس لي قائد يقودني إلى المسجد فسأل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يرخص له فيصلي في بيته فرخص له فلما ولى دعاه فقال له هل تسمع النداء بالصلاة؟ قال نعم. قال فأجب. Okay? This is one of them. So you have to pray in a mosque, yeah? You have to pray in a mosque with people on time, alright? Pray in a mosque with, you have to be with people and on time. Because, listen, what this hadith is talking about, right? Was a prophet was sitting down, a blind person came to him and he said, oh prophet, right? I'm blind. I don't have a guide, right? Can I pray in my home? And the prophet said, yeah, you can. And then he called him back. He said, do you hear the call out for prayer? The blind said, yes. He said, then you have to come. Okay. So, this hadith is telling you how important the prayer in the mosque is. Even a blind person with no guide, right? Imagine that when it's dark and all that. So, as long as you hear the call out, you have to come to the mosque. And that's the hadith we grew up with. And others as well. But this one is very important because it used to stay in my head. I said, what's this what's this blind people? When I was little, I questioned that. I said, what's this blind people gonna do? Blind person gonna do? Do you know what I mean? It's just not fair. I thought then it was unfair. He's blind, he's got no guide, and you know, some of the prayers are like in the dark. Do you know what I mean? And it's raining, it's that. I mean, this guy can die in the first trip without a guide. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Do you know what I mean? But it's okay. The Prophet said, yes, you have to come. And then there's a chapter in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, which is chapter 2 and verse 286. God said here, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. God said here, God never burdens a soul behind its means. To its credit is what it earns, and against it what it commits. You see, God is telling me here, God never ever burdens the soul behind its means. And this guy here is blind. I mean, what more reason do you need? Do you know what I'm saying? But the Prophet apparently said he has to come. So the Prophet apparently goes against the Quran. Apparently, because listen, right? If this is not logic to you, yeah. If this is not logic to you, it's up to you. But to a free-thinking person, this is not logic. God is saying we don't burden anyone, and the Prophet is saying no to the blind person to come. He has to. Dark, he hasn't got no guide, nothing. Okay, think about it. If this is your hadiths, right? Then your God is different, right? That's only logic. Okay, في صحيح رواه أحمد, yeah. من ترك 3 جمع تهاونا بها طبع الله على قلبه. This is رواه ابن أحمد صحيح in صحيح ابن ماجه, yeah. And then there is another verse, right? Another hadith is صحيح ابن ماجه. من سمع النداء فلم يأته فلا صلاة له إلا من عذر. Right. So the first hadith is saying whoever doesn't pray in the mosque, the Friday prayer, right? God will just lock his heart, basically, right? God, that's what God does to people. Apparently, that's bad to people. طبع الله على قلبه. That means, right? When a God said طبع الله على قلبه, that means that you can't be guided. The guidance just stops the guidance, basically. That's what it is. You become a stone, basically. You know what I mean? That's what طبع الله على قلبه. That's what I know, right? So God does that to people who don't go to Salat al-Jumu'ah, the Friday prayer, 3 times in a row, yeah? Right. And the other one said, whoever hears the call out for prayer and he doesn't come to pray, right? Then he doesn't have no prayer. So he doesn't have no salat. So he will have no salat. And to them, right, there's a hadith, بيننا وبينكم الصلاة. If you don't do it, you're kufar. So if you don't do salat in another hadith, you're kufar, basically. That's what hadith is saying from the Prophet Muhammad. So the question, what I'm going to come to here, you know what I'm saying? That's why I gave you that video to hear the story. This is the end. This is how I'm going to close it down. Right? You Sunnis, right? You Sunnis, right? You the sheep, right? You that follow, just follow blindly, okay? And please don't tell me how to talk. I'm talking like this for a reason, because I've tried other ways you don't hear, right? Because you do this to people, you talk to people like shit, so I have to talk to you like this, because you don't listen, right? This is your story from your own books, yeah? The books I grow up with. Someone said, you might be educated in the Sunni and you can speak Arabic, but you probably, it's like you know me, all right? It's like you know me. I was born in Algiers, all right, in a place called Harash, yeah, all right? And I went to a lot of mosques, yeah, and a lot of madrasas, all right? My own neighborhood's got 11,000 people. My own neighborhood I grew up with, 11,000 people, yeah? And go and ask about that area. What do we follow? If we were in a wrong. Go and ask. Go and check. If you know an Algerian guy, tell him, what do you think the Harashiyya we call the Harashiyya, right? That side of Algiers, yeah? What do you think? Do you think they're stupid? Do you think they're not educated? Do you think they don't know their Islam? Ask them. Go and ask them, right? Go ask them. Go and ask them before you actually, because you judge, you judge, you just throw stones, you know what I'm saying? You judge. No, come on, talk to me about your own books, you know? This Imam Malik, who I followed most of my life, right? A manhaj, right? When I started reading go deeper into his story, I found out that the last 25 years of his life, right? The last 25 years of his life, he didn't pray in a mosque. He didn't pray Friday prayer. He didn't go to any janazah when Muslim people die. And he didn't even visit a janazah or the people that their parents and their family died, right? I'm making this shit up now, yeah? Tell me, accuse me, please. Please accuse me that I'm making this shit up. He was not sick, right? He's obviously got no other things to do because he wasn't married, right? Right? He used to go out to the market. He used to walk around. He used to see him, but he never goes to the mosque, right? He never goes to Friday prayer, and he never goes to janazah. He never goes to any of that. So, that's your best imam. Your best imam. Right? His last 25 years, he was not sick. I don't care if they try and say he was sick because he was seeing other places. You see, you've got no, because I looked into this in detail, right? Some of you trying to add things on, but not in the history. You just added them recently. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he was sick. They're trying to make him sick. He wasn't sick. He wasn't sick because he stopped that slowly. He stopped going to the mosques first, praying normal prayers. And then he stopped going to the Friday prayers. And then he stopped going to janazas. And then he stopped from going to visit the dead people's family. So it's not like he was sick and then he stopped all at once. No, he stopped it, gradually stopped it, right? That's their story. That's in your book. This is the Imam I used to follow. Do you understand? Force me to pray, force me to go to the mosque, force me to do all this, yeah? Force me everything. You have to go to the salat, right? You have to go to the Friday prayer. And the Imam I was following, he wasn't doing it. So I'm following someone who wasn't doing what I was doing. And you think I'm an idiot. You think I'm stupid. You think I'm not educated because I'm not speaking like your masters. I speak plain common English. Yeah, that's what I speak. That's how I speak. I ain't gonna be articulate for you, but you can hear words. Yeah, words can be heard in any accent. Yeah, in any way the words get to you. Simple words. Yeah? Or do you want me to go like Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina man yahdihillahu fahuwa al-muhtadi wa man yudillu falan tajida lahu waliyan murshida amma ba'd. Do you want me to talk like this? Yeah, like them, like your masters? I don't do things like that. I don't fake it until I make it. That's how they made it. They faked it until they made it. And you made them into these gods. We have to worship them. We have just to listen to them. Yeah. A human being between me and my maker. I mean, are you mad? Are you mental? Then again, if you knew your Quran, you understand what I'm talking about. Because you put in your fingers up your ears not to hear anything, right? And going la, 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 la. That's why you will never, ever be guided. Ever. Because the Quran can't guide you. You don't want to be guided. Simples. And Allah yahdik. No. You know what? Don't pray for me. Do it to yourself. I'm okay. I'm happy. Right? I know I've been guided. I know I have been guided. I know. I don't need your dua. I've done that to myself between me and my maker. So that's why I've been asking him for years. I tried to understand, but I was moving. I was doing my research. I was doing things. I was trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? Then Allah guided me. But you do the same thing. You don't do your research. You don't read your Quran. You don't do anything. You don't even know your own hadiths. You don't even know your own sunnah. You don't even know nothing. It's just you, blah, 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 parrots, sheeps, following idiots who you think they are educated. To you, they are very educated. To the rest of the world, these stupid idiots. Simples. Peace out.